how can a line be wrong and why that line is specific? Valid questions. So we're going to check what exactly is wrong with this line that I highlighted. So firstly, you may be thinking art doesn't really have some rules, you could say. There's some anatomical aspects because the human body does have a harmony, something that it works with, but in the end of the day, you can choose, depending on what you like and what you don't like, how you are going to approach a certain style or a certain line in this case. Now, when I was, taking a step back and looking at this drawing right here, I am very self-critical, so I was looking what can be better. This is just a sketch, naturally, and I saw that line in particular. We are talking about the line right here, and we are going to see why this line, although it's in the correct position, the anatomy is relatively fine, the line is not so good. Now, when we say it's wrong, it doesn't mean that it automatically affects like the whole drawing or what we're seeing. It just means that it can be done better. So let's look at the lines at the top, for example. The lines here at the top, as you can see, are further away from our camera. His leg is all the way to the background, in the sense that if you could see this character, which is Link by the way, if you could see this character from a top view, his body is in this position, and then the leg would be all the way over here and then fall. So body, thicker lines right here, and then as you go further, you need thinner lines on that side. That's the concept, that's what's happening here. So based on this particular concept that we've just explained, we are going to see how we're going to fix this line. So if you noticed, this line is a little bit too thick. It's actually thicker than the lines that are all the way on the front row. It's thicker than the lines on the foot. So if it's further away from the camera, the line shouldn't be that thick. It's basically that. And it's a little tip that you can take if you're interested in drawing, or if you already make sketches but you want to give them a little bit of life. Try to do that, the further away, thinner lines, the closer, thicker lines. So now let's just fix that, and it's going to be actually very simple. Firstly, let me make sure that I am on the right sketch. Which picture is this one? Yes. And now I'm simply going with the eraser, and I'm actually going to erase almost the whole line. You may wonder, why erase the whole line if it's like easy just to unthicken it, thin it out? But you see, it's not gonna look organic. When you make a quote-unquote mistake of this kind, it's best to just redo it. You have to do it again. So the process is natural. My approach to digital art is actually traditional. That means that I don't really use a lot of the tools that the computer gives me or that the software gives me. I just do it as if it were a pencil on paper. That's my approach. So what I'm going to do is take my black color right here, take a step back so I can see the thickness of the lines, I can compare, and now I'm going to zoom in with the knowledge I just took from the sketch, and I'm going to make this line again. Now, I can definitely share my settings for this brush with you. This is my sketching brush, very nice, as you can see, works with the pressure in my pen. And now, this line is better. And based on the same concept, well, we're going to thicken some lines in the front. And again, I do this basically filling the line myself. I do not like line work presets for software. I think they're, again, inorganic, and I find the process of lining through the software itself really boring. And this process right here, which is something I love doing, is something that keeps me motivated to keep sketching. As you can see, I love working with lines to create volume as well. And another thing that I will do is a short video explaining, how you can improve your art basically by changing your mindset. The drawings that you see here are all done by me, but the older ones, like I mentioned, in 2017, while this one at the top that we just fixed, quote unquote, is made like a couple days ago. So, well, considering that I'm not uploading the video the same day that I'm filming, it's done as I filmed. So that is the tip of the day. I hope this helps you a little bit, and we're going to continue learning so we can bring back a little bit of our actual human talent for art. Wink, wink. You know what I'm talking about.